podcast now with extra people.
Oh no.
Ooh, indeed.
We're gonna die.
You might die. You might live. It's hard to say. Also, hopefully I've muted my mic. Or not my mic, my tablet. Okay. Has anyone been able to confirm we exist?
I'm getting a sports ad.
Oh, that's useless.
And I will...
I'm getting a 15-second Axe ad. That's exciting.
Audio.
Ah,
yes. Ooh, American football.
Football American. Of course. Alright, let's see. Who we got? I can't hear anything.
I just heard myself say American football.
Okay.
There we go, we did it.
We exist. We're all there. We're all playing the D&D game. Alright, so those of you who have been following...
Are we in a tavern?
What?
Are we in a tavern?
Yeah, you're getting drunk. Roll 2d6. You gotta get 4.
Can I have a Mountain Dew?
Yeah, they're in the fridge. Duh.
Are there any girls there?
I'm sorry, Squid.
I shoot a magic missile.
I attack the darkness.
Alright, so we did it. If you will remember, every 10 games in the Tomoto Islands, West Marshes settings, something bad happens. The world changes. Things are never the same again. I actually don't remember what we did last time, 10 sessions ago. I think that might have been...
that was the frog.
Was that the frog?
And we all died,
Oh,
yeah.
I was thinking it was the session everyone got turned to stone, but frog makes more sense. Yeah, the frog that lies, the battle with the frog that lies that killed everyone. So, maybe we do it again.
Oh, I missed that one.
Well, you're here now, and that's what's most important. So, last session we had Nikolai, who is essentially a warforged now, a stone humanoid containing a human mind. Found a exciting and mysterious book that reformed itself to be comprehensible to the languages he speaks and reads. And it talked about the wonders of Ihbar, the father of tentacles and the bringer of the good aspects of total darkness. It implored him to speak thusly into the portal and allow him to Z-snap to Nikolai's location. And he did that, and it was good. Yep. So...
Woo.
Sneakbane, you have been following the party for some time. You have, I imagine, wondered many times as to why they do the things they do and where they go when they do these things. What are you doing right now? I imagine you're awake. Choo-choo.
He's that sneaky.
He's...
Oh god, the vacuum got him.
Sneakbane.
Sneakbane might be having
Snack
a little
bone.
trouble. What?
He's so sneaky we can't hear him.
We can hear his train, though.
You know he's there
just...
when you hear a train in the distance.
Oh, what's that?
Not to get caught.
You're mostly just not getting caught?
Hoping to not.
Sure. Go ahead and roll a, like, hide in shadows or move silently. And you can do that just by pulling up a character sheet and rolling against the skill that we ended up putting down. Yeah, you got pretty good stats. Pretty good chance.
All right. So roll.
Yeah.
D.
In your character sheet, down on your rogue skills, you can roll either hide in shadows or move silently. You got a 95% chance for either. So, do you see him in there?
I'm looking and I don't. Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah, so they're about halfway down on your character sheet. Right near the end, there's a die roll. And you can just...
To roll.
Yeah, like after the percentage, there's just a little icon of a die. You can just click that one. Yeah, okay. Cool. So no issues. I think we... Did we pull out a mini for you? If not, we'll pull one out now. You should be able to edit this. Let's see. Why is he being a piece of shit? Oh, there it is. Represents. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. You should be able to move this guy here. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna actually have you. The door is silhouetted, where before the last shot the camera showed was Nikolai walking up to the portal, which I mixed up whose character was whose as I was like reformatting the map to include the tentacles in the space. You want to mute yourself again? We're getting weird choo-choo noises again.
Well, to the doorway. And say, how's it? Yeah.
Ah, shit, I missed that. I didn't catch what he said.
Well, how's it going, everybody?
Well, there we go.
There it is.
Oh, hey.
Well, so,
More nerds!
yeah, in the moment, we had seen Nikolai standing there speaking at the portal, and as it began to, wriggle and come alive and connect to someplace deep beyond space, the action is punctuated by the comic stylings of Sneakbane, who strolls into the guard shack alchemy tower and announces his presence thusly.
Are you here to summon the Tentacle Lord as well?
Wait, what?
I don't know about all that, but so let's what do you say?
I missed part of that, I'm sorry.
He said, I don't know about all that, but what do you say?
Oh. I say, Kalima!
So wait, do I know that he's summoning this Tentacle
Summon my
Lord?
lord!
He was the only one that was awake, but I think Sneakbane may have woken up the rest of the party.
Wait. Oh,
Is it-
yeah, that's right. We were sleeping.
Is it important that I'm outside and that you probably walked past me as I was sleeping between some rocks?
Yeah, remember you were like down in there. You had succeeded your save as well, or your
Yeah.
sneak check as well.
Yeah, I'm all up in there.
All up in there.
Oh, man.
Does this Sneakbane fellow look aggressive? Is he armed? What
Yeah.
does he look like, I guess?
Yeah, I mean he's a very like quintessential like leprechaun looking man. He's like a halfling or a gnome, maybe like a little bit taller. And you can describe him the rest of the way.
We're getting very little audio from you.
Yeah.
He's indescribable.
He's indescribable. Yeah, I mean, I think when we looked at him the first time, he has like the red hair. He's got like the Robin Hood hat. Where the hell am I typing?
Hello, welcome to the D&D podcast where we're always prepared.
We were not doing too bad.
Line!
Okay, Josh, I need you to make a Arcana or Intelligence save.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
this
roll
didn't
them
go well
dice.
last time, so let's see if we can
We'll
make
see
it
if it
go any better
matters.
this time.
I'm pretty sure I failed.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You did fail?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Mike, you and I were going back and forth for a minute. What did you decide on, 1 or 2?
One vacuum for yes.
2 train whistles for 2.
Oh.
Okay. So when Nikolai fails his intelligence save, which is to say, the portal is burgeoning and beginning to open up, we see just like a yawning chasm of like sheer darkness, punctuated by only like a single point of even more black darkness. It is extraordinarily far away. It is not normal. It is malevolent, and it is quickly approaching the real space. You can feel all of the air in the room sort of void through the portal in an instant. You can't help. Everyone who's there turns and looks at it, right? Like all of the comedy, all of the slapstickiness that's happening in the moment, right, is completely taken aback when this portal just like suddenly materializes and it has consumed all of the attention in the room.
Is this a good feeling of dread, or am I starting to regret this a little maybe?
I mean, it depends a little on what your plan was. Like,
Summon my dark tentacle boy.
yeah, I mean, I think in the strict sense of like, this might be a way out of here, sure, great. But also, like, there is something inside you right now, like the primalist sense of your tiny lizard brain that is screaming at you like there is no surviving this.
I don't know. And is there like a gear I can put this into reverse, or at least low gear? Like, maybe we can be pen pals before I let you into my house.
I don't think I really want to be pen pals. I think, so this portal's opening, you guys are all panicking, and you just hear this horrible, all-consuming noise that doesn't make any sense in your ears and in the space, but in your minds, you hear this reverberating voice that says, the light, crush it, take it. And these huge black slimy tentacles reach out through the portal, and they start like grasping onto the room and sticking, and you hear like the suction as they root themselves, and slowly but surely this thing just starts pulling itself out, and it's just hissing and cursing. Yes, master.
Here.
Good night. And, hi guys. How's it going?
Oh, hello.
Oh, great tentacle one.
Can I maneuver my way out of this room?
Well, yeah, where are you currently?
I was sleeping in this corner. Last
Okay.
I remember.
Yeah, I moved some
By the
people
train.
around accidentally. I had to like make the map a little bit bigger so we could get the portal and some of that nonsense in. Yeah, so I think, unless I'm reading the room very wrongly, we might want to switch to an initiative order, which is to say everyone rolls a d10.
Oh boy.
Alright. I'm also just getting my spells together since I did a long rest.
I forget, is low good for a D10?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, if you have
Oh,
a
yeah.
positive dex modifier, it actually converts to a minus. Because, second edition. Mike, did you say you wanted to roll as both, or you're just rolling as one?
I'll just control the one, because
Okay.
I have very little idea how to play second, so
Yeah,
to
that's
make
fine.
combat a little more smooth.
Okay, yeah, you have a -1 to your roll if you haven't rolled already.
Oh, sweet, then I get a flat one.
Oh, you got a flat one? Look at that. Alright. Let me, Alright, Rain, did you roll yet?
I did.
You got
I
a 1
rolled
too.
a 1.
Look at that. Alright, there is no Wiz Shade.
Oh, gosh.
Dane, you got a 5?
5, yep.
Alright, Nikolai?
I got a 6.
6. Okay, Arliss?
Got a 4.
4.
Oh, shoot, yeah, I have a bonus now. I forgot, so I'm a 4 as well.
You're a 4? Okay, I'll change that.
Yeah, because I get plus... Oh, no, that's... It's a... +1 reaction missile attack edge. I'm seeing 2 +1s next to my dexterity.
Yeah,
So
you'll
I
you'll
think-
you'll get a -1 for initiative. Mike, did you
Alright,
want to
cool.
play Oh, I don't even remember how I fucking pronounce these. Sazelt or Anullus? Or do you want to make your own name?
I think Sazzled sounds pretty good.
I actually have a +2 to my dex, so I should be a 2 instead of a 4.
Yow.
Okay.
Wait,
So
am I
Arliss is a 2, and what else? Dane was a 3?
It was a 4.
I thought you just said you had a +1.
I rolled a 5, and then I got a +1 to the 5, so I'm at 4.
Okay.
Or -1 to the,
Alright, and then Sneakbane's got... Sneakbane, you have a 6, because you have a positive dex as well. And then, I need to roll for my other dude. Oh, good, that works out. Just gotta get my stats block ready here. Okay, so we have players go first. So Rain, you are the first to react.
So I'm seeing this thing like come out of the portal. It's like right there.
Yeah, right. So you went from sleeping to a high-pitched, cheery halfling man that you shot before, waking you up rudely, to a magical portal of darkness sucking all the air out of the room and like popping your eardrums, to a giant tentacle monster screaming about the light.
Oh god. Do I have any idea like what this is? Do I need some sort of history? Is there a check, a roll, a thing?
Yeah, you can do an intelligence, definitely, to try and get an idea of what you're looking at.
Cool. Where are you? Oh boy. This is gonna be terrible. Yeah, no.
I mean, you get the idea of this. This thing is clearly like alien, for whatever alien might mean to you and yours, right? Looking at it, you can see like just like the sheer malevolence of it, but also it's like, I mean, Mike, you might be able to give them a little more context, but I imagine Sazelt is like trying to figure out like the weird like terra firma underneath its, clawed feet or whatever.
Yeah, so I think like I don't know, what's like your worst hentai nightmare? 'Cause
Oh god.
Annie?
that's
Oh.
what we're working with.
Why?
We slash
Okay.
now.
I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm leaving. I want to leave this room.
You want to get off the wild ride?
Yes.
Okay.
Who have not been touched by his noodly appendage.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, a round represents a minute in this game. Like, you can get pretty far if you're just like, oh, no, we're not doing this. Not today. I'm not interested in this one. Like, you are a good tracker. You know, you're a good hunter. You're quick. You're lean. If anyone wasn't healed up to full, you healed up to full. You did get a full night's rest before this chaos started.
Right.
You're about as ready for this as you ever can be. You also know that like out into like where you'd be running is sharp, dangerous, and difficult to move across. But you have a head start.
I think you should hang out.
Well, I feel like being trapped in a small little room is not a good idea. To at least like you get outside of this little room where the portal is.
Sure. So where do you want to go to?
I'm gonna go. Well, actually, how far can I move? Oh, jeez.
You can move pretty far. Yeah, you like fundamentally like you can move to anywhere on this map.
Oh man.
You could even go in the portal.
Yeah, I jumped through the portal.
That's true. Something to be said about like if you try crossing and like across the razors here, you are gonna have to roll some checks, the same as you did the first time you came through them.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to yell to everybody to kind of like leave this room at least and get out to where there's open air.
Mm-hmm.
And then start dragging Tapir and running out, probably like towards this direction.
Okay.
And then ready my bow.
Okay. Yeah, no, I actually like that move will not require you to roll any specific checks. You just kind of like duck and dodge through the razors, like looking to put some distance between you and this powerful, potent psionic creature.
All right.
Dane, you like heard Sneakbane like talking. Did you like kind of poke your head up out of like your little rocky crevice, or are you like hanging back for a moment?
I mean, I probably have like looked up, like I've been awakened by this. I'm guessing the portal made some sound.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like I was probably woken up by him walking up the stairs. There was him shouting, "Howdy, everyone," which probably just even more, I'm like, all right, this is a thing. This is Sneakbane again. Heard the sound of terrible portal opening, and then some voice talking about how the light and yada yada yada. So I hate this and I want a GTFO.
And also me yelling.
Oh, sure.
"Get
Yeah,
the
you're not
hell
up
out
yet.
of
I'm
here."
just literally wondering if we see like your little snake head as Rain runs past the room and just like flips you off and yells, "Get out!" or however he talks.
Yeah, no, that happens. He flips me off.
Okay, so he does see you.
And I'm just like, yeah, dick.
Okay.
Tapir like throws a little egg at the portal.
At the portal?
Yes, at the portal.
Ooh, interesting. All right, roll me a d20.
Oh yes.
Please break this. Send Tapir back through. That worked last time.
Aww.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a D percentile as well.
Was that a D100?
Yeah,
Yep.
sorry. Okay, so 14. Oh, that's boring. Okay, so were they chicken eggs or were they some sort of fancy special egg?
I feel like they're fancy special eggs because he got like new eggs when he came back through the portal. They're like weird blackish green eggs.
Right, but like of what creature are they? Quail or I don't know.
Oh gosh,
I can't
what is a
think-
black and green egg?
A black and green egg, I don't know.
A fermented duck egg.
Okay, cool. So when the egg hits the portal, it seems to hover there, like kind of suspended between more or less our world and theirs. And you see on the one side, the egg, like, its color changes slightly, and then it turns, like, very brittle, and then something breaks out of it. And what breaks out of it is a duck. And the duck actually looks normal and accurate. It looks like a real duck, a real prime material duck. The duck quickly becomes covered in spines, as if all the feathers that were on it turn into like a half porcupine. And then the spines all start wriggling, and the duck explodes and turns into like just a flash of lava that like just explodes in every different direction, and then like quickly cools and vanishes into the space past the portal.
The first half of that, I was like, well, sure, I'm gonna jump in there.
I mean, you're already metal, so seems like it can't go wrong.
I feel like
Do it.
if I witnessed that, I ran faster out of that room.
All right, Sazel, you are next up. The world is your oyster. Your delicious, brain-filled space oyster.
Yeah, so I kind of just slither up, and actually, you're gonna fucking hate me, but so I got this mind blast thing that sounds pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. It goes out 60 feet. It starts at 5 feet and tapers out to 20.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna try that. We're gonna line it up here. Gotta get that max value.
Yeah.
Yay! I'm being included.
Yeah, so it hits the 3 of them. It actually does not hit this gentleman who's protected by about 6 feet of rock, or this gentleman who's 2
Yeah,
feet
that's
away.
fine.
Yeah, but
I think that's probably more than enough.
Yeah, you hit the 3, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, so I think anyone, like, if there were like a camera rolling in the room, right, you just see me kind of slither up and everyone just staring at me, but what you as players see kind of in your mind's eye is the tentacles just like slowly opening and this huge gaping maw of a mouth like in between all of them. It's got like squid beaks and they open and you see the birth of the universe inside of it for a moment, and then this horrible dark light flashes out. And actually I have no idea what it does.
It forces everyone
Just
to
look
make
cool.
a saving throw versus wand. I think it's in your notes, Mike, if you scroll down to...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Save versus spell with a -4 penalty become feeble-minded.
Yeah.
But you put it has the same effect as a normal mind blast. We didn't put what a normal mind blast does.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here, I can...
So it does that plus fucks your feeble minds up.
I don't think I got it.
A crit is good, right? Or is this bad?
Yeah, that one's good. You want to roll over. Yeah, so even with a crit, you get a 16, which is over your 11. Why can I not find what I need suddenly? Yeah, hold on one sec, Mike. Because the two examples I have are really, really good. Oh, that's weird. My camera's over here. A really, really good Mind Blast, and then a really, really bad one, and I need the intermediate. Let me post in chat.
Yeah, every time I try to Google Mind Blast, it just brings up the 5th edition version.
Yeah, no, you're good.
3d4 rounds.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
It's almost like 2nd edition cheats.
2nd edition doesn't cheat. It's just not forgiving.
Also, while they're all rolling that, if you can look up what iBite does for me.
iBite? As a spell?
Yeah, because I can't find that either. But I also get a spell-like ability once a round.
How the hell do I have that many different tabs open? Jesus Christ. Oh, this one's going to be a pain. Hold on. Well, I can look it up in the book. It just might take me a second to transcribe it. Oh, I did not open the PDF before we did this, which is foolish.
You say it's a level 5?
What's that?
You say it's a level 5 spell? Or did I make that up?
No, you're reading the Feeble Mind. So who failed the Mind Blast?
Yo.
Riley, did you make it? Oh no, Riley
Am
wasn't
I?
there.
I'm not in the range.
Oh, Sneakbane had to roll. Yeah, Sneakbane, you're rolling a d20. I'm sorry, I lost track of who was who.
I just imagine he just busted. Hey, how's it going, guys? Oh God!
Who did that?
Sorry, Bane.
Sneak pain.
Oh yeah, Sneakbane's. Mike, what did you say it was? It was based off spell.
Yes.
Oh, he almost had it. So he needed an 11 or higher to get a 6. So Sneakbane also. So you can roll your what was it, 3d4?
So everyone who fails is stunned for. Wait, am I rolling or either way?
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, you can roll it because you'll roll it for everyone.
All right, so it's 8 rounds, and they also take 8 damage.
Yeah.
Ow.
Josh, you are actually immune to the stun because of your metal condition, but you still take the damage.
Oh, that seems fair.
Yeah. It was a way to make sure that the entire party didn't get stun locked first round, one attack.
I think that's fine.
Why the hell can't I find your eyebite?
I also apparently Mind Blast makes me grab him. Or attempt to grab him.
I've got it on page 225 in my handbook.
I don't know how you would grab him with Mind Blast. That seems weird.
What you copied said the Illithid tries to grab. Maybe that's just like their whole turn and how they act.
And escape with them. So it's like you're trying to grab them and get out.
And eat their brain.
Ducked.
Oh jeez.
Oops, I knew I don't
You
have
get
a
the
brain.
you just get the eye bite for free.
It says I get the following spell-like ability I can employ one at a time once per round as a 10th level spell.
Yeah, this is
Jesus.
eye bite's pretty fucking broken. You can either charm, fear, sicken, or sleep. Sleep puts them unconscious for a while. Sicken reduces their movement speed. Fear
And
makes them
damage.
run in blind terror. And charm gets them to do shit you want.
Like attack other people?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where was Riley's character going again? Because I think I need to take a little nibble on that eyeball.
He was running.
Yeah, I think we're gonna charm him with eye bite.
Okay. So gaze attack? Is gaze one of the saving throws?
Sorry, Sneak Bane.
No, what the hell? Oh, saving throw versus spell. Riley, will you make a saving throw versus spell?
Yes. Where are you? Spell versus spell.
You get a +1 to this due to the
Plus
fact that
one.
you are already running in the opposite direction away. So you need a 12 or higher. Okay. Yeah. So Mike, your freaky Octoman strides confidently forwards, walking past the foolish mortals that have attempted to fight you.
Yeah. No, I think I'm gonna keep crawling into this room.
Mm-hmm.
But so what does he have to do for the eye bite thing?
You just cast it, and then he made his saving throw, so he resisted your charm this round.
Son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So that's all I can do, right?
Yeah, you moved and did 2 attacks, so.
Yeah, that seems pretty powerful.
Yeah,
Mine
on your next
How
round,
far-
if you want, you can eat somebody's brain.
Cool. I think also is my buddy coming out too, or how's?
Yeah,
It's a
that's.
little-
I'm gonna bring him out when I do my turn. I'm the Mind Break Dragon at 9.
Gotcha.
All right, Arliss, you made your save, right?
I did.
So, there's some things happening today.
So she looks up, yells to the snake gods if they're listening, "Sorry, but no," and runs.
And certainly one way to make it happen. I wasn't quite sure what the game was going to entail, but thought maybe y'all would want to fight.
This whole thing is just ridiculous. Anything else, Squid? Or
Nope, she's just following after the old man.
Alright, so just a full round of running to get the hell away from here. Dane, what are you thinking?
Well, I don't like this and I want to get away. Why did my number go up to 7?
Yours always advances. Some of them do and some of them don't. It seems like as I click through the initiative order, sometimes they tick up.
That's weird. Anyway, so quick question before I do anything. First of all, where did we, like, when we sort of first arrived on that map, where did we, like, enter it from? Is it, like, one of the ways I think...
Yeah, you came from down here somewhere. Like, there's more than one way back out of this.
Gotcha. And 2, the spiky rocks, is there, like, a gap between them and, like, this guard post sort of, like, right near where I'm in right now? Or does it connect... like hit the wall directly, like right there.
For what purpose? Like egress
or for getting through the gap to go down to get into like this section of path, I guess.
It will be a minor skill check to do that. You can use Dex or Strength.
Just squeeze through there?
Yeah.
All right, cool. And if it doesn't...
Because you just sort of... You wedged yourself in there.
Gotcha. And if that does not work, am I still able to do my move and move along with these guys, like, over here?
No, because if you fail the check, you fall. So either way, you're ending up at the bottom of this. It's just with or without damage.
Okay, so I'm over on that side. Gotcha. Cool. So it is climbing over. Screw it. I will make the attempt because I want to go the way I came, and I will be on the far side of this wall either way.
Yeah.
Cool. I like that.
Okay.
So it's against Dex.
Yeah, if that's your preferred.
Yeah, my Dex is 16, so that's definitely the better. So I want 16 or under.
Wow.
1d20.
Nice.
4.
Look at that. Okay. So you actually make this look pretty good, as you
Nice.
sort of elegantly, like only a snake can, emerge from your rocky crevice towards safety. Do you see
Gotcha.
Animal Planet 2?
I have not, sorry.
Is it Animal Planet 2? What the fuck one am I thinking of?
Planet Earth?
Planet Earth 2, yeah. That was a hell of a scene with those snakes.
Gotcha. And I kind of want to run down this. You see how this path kind of goes down through here. How far down it can I get? Because I'm just booking it.
You're good to go here. That's when the tentacles that are exploding into real life start messing with you. Too much to just...
Oh, they're more than just the portal.
They're from the portal.
Oh, and they're going out that far. Holy crap.
Yeah, you see what you see.
Oh. Shit.
There is a full-on incursion happening from other space. There just happens to be a focal point for it over here.
Well, I'm getting away from the focal point. That's cool. And I'm guessing vaulting over that thing was my action for the turn?
Why? What would you want to do with your action?
Cast a spell.
Yeah, you can cast a spell.
Cool. I am going to be super frickin' happy that I snagged myself the level 1 spell Protection from Evil and do all that sweet shit with all its glory.
Yeah.
So I cast Protection from Evil and get all that has to go with it. And I have its block of text over here.
Yeah.
If you have any questions.
No, I mean, it works. It's actually like a secret win con against evil things. It can no longer affect you with magical.
Yeah.
You Mike, as Salzet, I forget how we were pronouncing that. He just like basically fell off your radar.
Mm-hmm. And it lasts 3 rounds per level, so 9 times 3, 27. That's 27 rounds.
I don't know if it's really fair to say I'm evil.
From a certain point of view.
The sand is evil. Yeah. So maybe instead of evil, we think of diametrically opposed to the existence of my life.
Yes. It also explicitly points out the spell prevents bodily contact by creatures of an extraplanar or conjured nature. Yeah, this thing has just a wall of good text.
I think that you're the extraplanar creature, and my plane is the normal one.
I cast the spell, so it's what's extraplanar to me and my snaky gods who are down with me not getting terribly mutilated by tentacle beasts.
Oh, that's so good. I love it.
Yeah.
All right.
I was like looking through and I was like, you know what? This protection from evil thing looks really powerful.
Yeah, no, it's got some options. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so you wave your are you feeling it now, Mr. Squid? So you're calling upon the protection of the twin-headed snake god of death, and we're going to pass it along to Nikolai. So you did this.
Yeah, do I feel like these are my tentacle lords, or just like coattail hangers who saw the opportunity and broke into our dimension?
Yeah, I think like you are now able to replay the last couple minutes that happened, and you can see the book manipulating the situation to tricking you into. It's almost as if it saw what was in your heart, and that was you needed a way out. And it gave you one. It just was a very painful one. While it physically harmed your mind because you still have the mind of a human, it's protected, it's shielded. Your consciousness is not exactly the same, and that seemed to be enough to shake off the worst of the effects of another universe being created inside of this one, at least for the moment.
Right.
I don't know that you're in the interest of. I don't know if you're in the interest of continuing to make it happen. What?
Do I feel like I could survive a trip through that portal?
You don't need to eat, sleep, or breathe currently. Also, there's a funny-looking tentacle man that is encouraging you to step through the portal because it's nice. Right, Mike?
Yeah, no, there's definitely a single one of my tentacles just almost seductively, like a finger, just like, come on.
Yep, Mike's Cthulhu.
Oh, no.
What does Nikolai do?
Yeah, I go
with 6 seconds and unlimited options.
I give him a kiss on the cheek.
Like, oh, all right, here we go. I'll salute whoever this is. Like, I'll see you soon.
That is the still seizing body of a snake bane. A snake bane, sorry.
Well, I do it anyways. Yeah, I jump in the portal.
I draw in your general direction. Shit. Mike, do you want to narrate any of that, or do you want to cut back to that later?
Yeah, so I'm not really sure what happens on the other side of the portal. You want to just wing it?
Yeah, go for it. It's your universe.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know how much you like your character, because
I am a half-elf trapped in a cursed, or an elf trapped in a cursed robot body with under 2 days to live. And I've seen some shit in the past 12 hours.
Yeah, so I think you appear in this dark, starry night, right? Maybe a little less on the stars than normal. And there's this strange writhing blob out in the distance, and it's like a fist of tentacles, right? And you're looking at it and you're like, is that really big? Is that normal size, or am I just really far away? And then you start speeding towards it. And as you speed towards it, it grows in your field of vision and grows and grows and grows until your entire world is just a seething mass of tentacles. And you're like, that's a planet. And they kind of like open up as you get closer, and you see another one of those squid mouths, and it just, you hear the voice that says, come, and you're sucked into it, and then the entire thing happens again and loops on infinity.
Oh no!
And you're just constantly falling and being sucked into this mouth, and like then as soon as it happens, you're looped back outside of it, and you start falling again.
The most interesting of your reactions will be recorded for posterity.
May not have been the best move for posterity.
Well, you were gonna die in 2 days, so
Or what?
it's
I'm
only
not
2
gonna
days.
die, but
Yeah.
I don't think
Good news, you'll die soon.
That's how I cheat the system. I have a time limit. Get rid of time.
I mean, I was gonna say that time does work a little differently here, so you know, you might be good.
It doesn't.
8 million torturous hours. All right.
But you will eventually die.
Sneakbane. Oh, sorry.
If I try to move myself in any direction, do I have any agency, or am I just being pulled forever?
I will let Dave handle that.
I mean, I think it's a little interactive if you actually can't do anything. So I think probably on the 10 million in second like loop, you've like figured out like the exact wind resistance and the ability to like, you know, veer yourself sideways at a 30-degree angle and start changing your angle of approach. The thing that occurs to you at, you know, somewhere around the 14th century of doing this, that like you don't seem to be able to be like rendered in the conventional sense. Every now and then, like, you know, maybe every like 13 years or so, another like vaguely humanoid creature is sucked into this thing, and they only do that once. You know, like you're having trouble keeping your reality and your like memories like separate from just like this insane torture that is never ending.
This like? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Is this like the Treehouse of Horror where Homer goes into the third dimension and like it's incomprehensible to him?
Right. Yeah. I think it's like these two things coming together because like you are not supposed to be existing in this capacity. You are alien to them. They are alien to you. But on top of that, there's like an added level of like your brain shouldn't exist in the position that it's in, and you're starting to wonder if like it will ever stop, or you're just eventually going to go mad, and just like not, and you'll still be doing this game, but it seems like this like planet of like malevolent, you know, energy usually doesn't struggle to digest other minds, and yours is giving it some trouble.
I am the burrito of the mental world.
All right. So Sneakbane, you are currently stunned, which means you do not have any appreciable actions. But what you do have is carte blanche to say or do something random. Is there anything you would like to utter out into the universe as one of your last actions?
I found a useful visual for what is happening to him right now.
Okay, cool. So Sneakbane, inside his own mind, begins pleading with the powers that be that perhaps something will end this swiftly. Go ahead and roll a D100, so /R space D100, if you would, please. I wonder if any gods are listening or if they pity you. As you lie there writhing in pain, we see you just sort of begin to float up away from the earth, defying the earth's many gravities. But then we see it is just Salzit like approaching you with both of its, you know, 3-fingered clawed hands, raising you into the air before it does whatever Salzit does with hopeless creatures.
Yeah, so I think you see one of my many tentacles reach back into the portal as I kind of like kinetically secure you in the air. And I don't have to do much. The front tentacles just flick in your mind, like the hair falls off your head, then the skin peels apart, then the skull cracks, and you're still alive. Like, you're good. You feel it. Doesn't feel great, but you're not dead.
Jesus
and
fuck, dude.
I just pull out this tiny version of myself out of the portal, and I put it like, and this thing is like, it's like maybe an inch tall, and I reach out and just set it on your mind and gently, almost lovingly, like pat it, and then your skull closes back up, and like the bones knit themselves back together, and then the skin closes itself up, and the hair replaces itself, and you slowly levitate back towards the ground.
Oh, Mike, that was poetry. That was beautiful. I'll think of that for many nights. Okay, so that was Sneak Bane's no good, awful, rotten, terrible turn.
What a turn.
What's that?
Oh, me? I was just saying, what a turn.
Yeah, what a turn. I have a different creature I need to bring out now, because some of you are starting to flee. This is a Mindbreak Dragon. It looks a lot like a deep dragon or a purple dragon, so it's very lithe, it's very skinny, it's very gaunt, almost, in some ways. It has translucent, like, opalescent wings, and as you can see, two bright yellow eyes, and then like a squid for a mouth. Not like a squid green-filled, but like the regular sort that's uncomfortable and unnerving to primates.
Lovely.
And it does the same sort of thing the portal did, where it wasn't there a moment ago and is now suddenly here. It breaks forth into your reality with like a haze or like a halo of bright white light. And then after a moment, you understand, or you realize in your sheer terror, because you have to turn and look at it, because again, like, these creatures entering this reality, like, command and draw in your sight and your attention.
A little narcissist.
Yeah, it voided the existence of everything about 2 or 3 inches around it. What the bright white light was like the destruction of matter ceasing to exist. The air and then like the rocks that it like stepped out onto just sort of vaporize a couple inches away. And air quickly, replaces the vacuum. But for just a moment, it is impossible to our physics. And I would say it shrieks, but it mostly just sort of like gurgles a loud, like, undulating roar, and just like starts at a breakneck pace tearing through these rocks after you. And I need to decide who it chases. So we're going to roll a d3, and our lovely friend to the south, Dane, will be 3. Because 1 and 2 are functionally the same. All right. Can I move far enough? Not that one. This one. Oh, yeah. All right. With a single beat of its inverted wings, it flies forwards and crashes into, interestingly enough, Rain and not Arliss. And I need to make some attacks. This round it can only use 1 claw. Next round, if someone is still within range, it can attack all 3. Rain, what is your AC?
4.
Okay. So I need a 12 or higher on a d20. Okay. What does that look like when this thing... It has double jointed limbs, so it doesn't lash out in like the conventional sense that we're used to. It just kind of throws its arm forwards, and it just like bends around the rocks a few times to comes after you, but it ends up missing.
So just kind of like noodles a little bit.
Yeah, but like with articulation, right? Like it doesn't just writhe around it. It's like its limb goes, and then like a joint happens, and then it turns.
I think it's dissuaded because I think Tapir is like losing his mind and just hucking eggs. So I think like an egg kind of hits it just right, that it just barely like shifts the little noodly articulated limb coming after me.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it destroys a lot of rocks, but it does not have any success hitting you. So, Rain, it is now your turn to do things and also stuff.
Okay, cool. I'm not gonna fight a dragon. Goodbye. Goodbye. How far can I go? I'm gonna go up this way.
I mean, so right, like the map runs out pretty quickly, so I'm gonna say you can start proceedings to like escape from this creature. So like if your only intention is to escape, one of the two of you can definitely do that. Maybe both of you if you get really lucky. But that's something you're gonna have to decide for yourself.
I mean, that's been my goal, is to get out. And it's starting to get a bit bad, so...
a bit bad?
Just a tad of a pickle.
This seems slightly less desirable.
Yeah. So, do I have to roll?
God damn it, Josh. That's fucked up. Sorry. No, you don't need to roll. Basically what's going to happen is next round it's going to have to make a decision whether it continues chasing both of you, or if it like continues to pick off one of you, or if maybe, you know, someone else gets locked down and it turns back and attacks. You can, if you want to make this more difficult, like, I mean, you won't have control over what Squid does, but you can basically be like, I try and break away, right? Try and lose her, or try and go in a different direction so Arliss cannot follow. You're basically employing the, I don't have to be faster than the, you know, the squid dragon, I just need to be faster than Arliss.
No, I'm just running. Arliss could do whatever. I'm just doing my own thing. Just want to go this way.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you run then. Sal's it. Am I saying that right? Is that what we decided?
Yeah,
Sazzle,
I think that's right.
something like that.
So who else is hanging out with me here?
Josh jumped through the portal and you just implanted Sneakbane. So you've got you know the dragon. It screeched and yelled and a bunch of rocks broke, so you think it probably didn't succeed. And
Sure.
you know three other humanoids ran out of that room.
Did he ever see me? I was never in the room.
Oh, well, he reads surface thoughts of like everything within 60 feet. He might not 100% know where you are, but he should have like a small idea of your existence.
He knows I exist. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was sight. Or
No,
what the
that
deal
is a good point, because he would not have seen you, but
Right. So I have this fancy teleport ability, don't I?
you do. You can expend some of your power points. I will say it is somewhat difficult for you,
Sure.
just because this is a new area, but it is possible because of your incursion onto this plane.
So how would that work exactly?
Does it have a breakdown for like percentile for like how close you get to the destination?
No. I'm looking.
Yeah, let me pull it up.
No, it just says it's one of my I'm sorry, I don't have teleport. I don't have teleport.
Yeah, you have teleport. I sent it to you in Slack.
Right, okay, right, that's where I saw it.
Yeah. Oh Jesus! It has planet to planet as one of the options. Jesus Christ!
Why is everything broken?
Dude,
Seems fine.
teleport range infinite. It's 0 preparation time. Holy shit!
Range, yes.
Yeah. This is literally the same. I'm gonna start calling up D&D games in other countries and just being like, I have a mind flayer that teleports in the middle of your battlefield. Tell your players to roll initiative again.
When the
Yeah.
5th edition Imperial Guard Codex came out,
It's
the
so
Basquest
good.
had unlimited range. But people were calling other stores and be like, "Hey, we're bombarding this area of one of your tables."
It's one of like the only things GW has ever done right.
Yeah, so can I attempt to teleport to block someone's path?
Yeah, so you're looking at 100 yards. So
Sure.
I'm just trying to find the roll, because if you see in the third paragraph down on the second side of the page, or the fourth one down, it says the teleport die rolls a 1 or 2. You're momentarily I'm just trying to figure out what the die roll is. Because it's either like a D6 or a D20. And judging by the power score modifier, it's probably a D20.
Yeah, because I think for logic's sake, I would just teleport to whatever's closest.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever gives me the best chance of succeeding. I have no particular ill will towards one of them.
Sure. Yeah, for the sake of argument and this book not showing me exactly what it is I need to find, let's just say it's a D20. On a roll of, given that it's only within 100 yards, you have no penalty. So on a roll of 1 to 2, the D20, you are momentarily disjointed, and that takes your full action. Otherwise, you move just as your move action.
Ho, a little close, but yeah. So who's my snake buddy here that I'm
I don't suppose protection from evil does anything to help me with
Oh,
this.
motherfucker, I wouldn't even know you're there, yeah.
Oh shit, that's right. That's so good. So hold on, Tristan, post your block again. I didn't actually see where you posted it the first time.
block code text. Yeah, let me get back to it.
Because I said in universe, just kind of, I was like, oh, he falls off your radar, but like I actually need to know if that happens. Traditional protection from evil just prevents the mind flayer from actually doing anything to you, but it can still try. But depending on the way it's worded, you might actually have vanished. He wouldn't even know to go after you.
All right, it's tough to.
Or what page is it on? Holy hell!
Yeah, you see my issue? I'm seeing it on page 256. It's.
All right, so he has a -2 to attack you. Elemental control, invade, take over its mind.
Oh, those seem fun.
Yeah.
Well, these are things it blocks.
Prevents bodily contact from creatures. Yeah, so it's not an actual like blank mind spell.
Okay, so he can.
So he can hear you. He can see you. Yeah. So especially given the situation, what did Mike? Did you roll off, or did you literally just go for the closest one?
I went for the closest, but
because you were here.
Right. Yeah, 60. Technically, Squid was closer.
Where's Squid? Sorry.
She's over by the dragon. She's 65 to Tristan's 75 or 85, I guess, if you want to get in front.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the dragon's on her tail, so I think I would know to
oh, okay. Yeah.
Divide and conquer.
Sure, that's fine.
Damn you.
So in this instance, yeah, how does the Illithid's teleport work? Do you like just step forward and appear where you want to be, or do you like slip away?
So I think what happens is I open my maw again, and you see that like picture of the universe, and all my tentacles go like wrapping inside it and pour down my throat, and then my whole body just kind of like twists in on itself, like lightning fast.
Mm-hmm.
And like I suck myself into my own portal, and then the reverse happens in front of Tristan's character, where like this little black dot appears and the tentacles come like spawning out, and they rip out into the universe, and eventually it ends with like my mouth open and me standing there.
Oh, that's so good. That's such a great visual. Yeah, but I think, like, if you'll permit me, I really like the idea of you going to attack him, and then, like, your tentacles or your claws or whatever you do, like, rub away, like, right, like he's slick with soap or something, just like an inch away from him. You can't, like, get through that bubble.
Yeah, no, for sure. Is there anything in the natural terrain I could like pull down on him though?
Oh, that's an interesting thought. Yeah, I mean, he's surrounded by a bunch of razor sharp rocks, and what you're gathering, especially by watching, your dragon rampaging and your incident a minute ago, ripping open the tiny creature's skull, is these fleshy bits are really weak.
Yeah, because I have. I guess I have. Levitate could maybe break some of the rocks down. I guess none of these really give me much, other than just like smacking the rocks to try to knock them onto him. Because I think I try to grab him and it bounces off and I hiss and I'm like, the light.
Yeah, I'm good with the levitate. Go ahead and roll a d20. You want high or low?
We'll do high.
Okay. So an 11 or higher.
Damn.
So
Wait.
do you even like move your hands, or is it just like with a glance the wall like falls sideways?
I think there's like a pulse from my mind and the whole thing like shivers a little bit and then falls.
Yeah. And we see like the two sides of the canyon that like Dane is running through just like stop again like a couple inches away from him, like divine providence.
Yeah, okay. Well, I hiss at him.
Alright.
Alright, Arliss. There is a dragon made of nightmares. Still like 10 feet behind you. Shrieking a deep underwater undulating roar.
Well, I think she realizes she only has a day and a half left to live anyways. So she's going to turn around, scream back at it, and then attack it.
What? What a badass. Alright, so you want to attack?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find my sword on my sheet now.
It's pretty early on. Arliss, character sheet. You've got it just under your stats. You've got a 17 THAC0. You make one attack.
I don't have any bonuses or anything, right?
It's a +1 sword. So you wanna. So you're attacking the dragon with a +1 sword, THAC0 of 17. Okay, so that is not quite enough. So you reach out, you stab. Is it just the idea of like this thing's like warping space and light around it that causes you to miss, or do you hit and it's just like so rubbery that like nothing actually happens?
Probably a mix of both.
What looked like a really good stab ends up being just like a glancing blow, and the flesh just sort of knits back together without anything actually happening. Yeah. Yeah, so earlier you said, I'm sorry, snake gods, but, now's not the time. Or something to that effect. Is it possible that you're willing to throw in with the snake gods a little more for some extra help?
Yeah, she's definitely willing to ask for help.
Okay. So we see your, like, what color eyes did you have before?
Gold.
Gold, yeah. We see them, like, flare bright gold. They turn, like, even more snake-like, right? The slits are just, like, pools of black as, like the Orochimaru style, like, makeup wraps around them. You turn slightly more snake-like, and you can roll your attack again. As you are embracing the snake cult. Alright. Not quite as good. I'm trying to figure out what you're rolling in there.
I'm just hitting the die button and letting it add the bonuses for me.
Yeah, I mean, like, you just, an AC of 14 is, like, 4 worse than a normal, like, character's AC. Like, an unarmored AC is 10. So I'm just like... It seems like you're rolling too low somehow. I'm just, like, trying to figure out the math here. Because, like, nowhere in there do I see an actual roll. You know what I mean?
Do I need to change the THAC0 of what I'm trying to hit before I roll it?
When you use the actual macros, it just tells you. Like, when Josh rolls, we've seen it, like, hits AC of -2, or hits AC of, 4, or something. Like... You must have just rolled, like, a 2 and a 5 or something. Like, it's just crazy that they're... I'm just, like, looking for the commonality, trying to do the math on it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so on the AC of 14, it's a 2, which I don't actually understand how you rolled the 17, because it looks like you rolled a 0, which is impossible.
She.
Do you want me to just roll a d20?
Yeah, go ahead and roll 2 d20s. But is anyone else looking at that macro? Because it's the die roll is the second number after the equal sign. So the 14 is her THAC0 17 minus the 2 she rolled on a d20, and then the 17 is just, there's nothing there, and then the 6 is a roll of a 10, the 2 is a roll of a 14, the 5 is a roll of an 11. I just don't actually. A 17 looks like it's a straight 0, and I just don't know how that would have happened.
Mm.
Yeah, see, there we go. Look at that. Way better. So, I mean, the 4 would have been...
Well, there goes your 20.
The 4 would have been a roll of AC 12 or higher, and the 20 is an actual hit. So go ahead and roll your damage. I'm just going to give you that one. We'll have to, like, look at the macros later.
Do I get a +1 to that story?
Yes, you do. So we're going to put 3 damage on the dragon. Just as soon as I can actually click him. What did he have?
Infinity left to go.
What's that?
Just infinity left to go.
I actually didn't roll his hit dice. So he has 57.
55 to go. It's something. Is your weapon a +1?
54.
It
yeah,
is.
Yeah, she's got a +1 sword.
Nice.
Okay, alright, sorry about that. The 17 seemed like impossible based on the math, and I still think it is. Alright, Dane.
Alright, yeah, there went up by 4 again. Alright, so, there is Mike's character in front of me in all his tentacle glory. What do the other... Hi.
Oh, no.
Wow.
What did the other tentacles look like? Are they just sort of floating there, doing their thing? Like, because there's like the blue thing, like blue jellyfish thing, has a tentacle sticking over in front of me, between him and me. How does that look? Like, is that just one single one just sort of floating there, or... Hello?
He's thinking.
Okay.
I think they're just like pretty much everywhere, all around you.
So...
you can probably push through them because of your quote unquote shielding. Like they kind of move out of your way, but you're not seeing much else other than tentacles just like wrapping and twisting and warping around you right now.
Well... Alright, step one. Hey, Dave. To my knowledge, even though I was reborn by the snake gods, that doesn't affect my resistance to poison at all, does it? Poison or venom?
I don't think I've actually tried that out. Have you drank poison recently?
I have not.
Seems fine. You could probably drink some poison.
Cool. So either way, I'm gonna take a gamble here. And I am going to cast one of my absolute favorite spells for my final dying moments. Sticks to Snakes. Level 4. So I get...
Not sticks to snakes!
Oh, look out. So I get...
Sticks to snakes.
I get 1d4 plus 10.
More snakes.
Or plus 9, sorry. Plus 9 snakes. So I get 10 snakes. And because I have them all, because I kept all those sticks from before.
That's true.
And made a note of that.
That's also
and
true.
Each snake has a 45% chance to be venomous. How do you... I'm assuming venomous here. How do I how do I check to see how many are...
/R space 10D100.
Yeah.
And anything 45 and lower is good.
So I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. So roughly half. Because there's the 8, 1, 32, 30, 13, yeah. So half of them are venomous, right?
Yeah.
So I kind of have them positioned all over, and speaking in Snake to them, particularly to the ones that are venomous, I tell them that if anything happens to me, kill me. They're venomous.
What?
Yeah, no, it's... There's two options here. Either A, Tentacle Man destroys my brain or something, and I start working for him. Or I can die in a way that would honor my gods and allow me to no longer... and they're just all over me, so... As fun as it is having the horde of snakes. And I'd rather die in a way that honors my god and allows me a better chance at something resembling a normal afterlife.
Oh yeah, Snake Heaven.
Snake Heaven. So now with my emergency snakes inbound, should anything happen to me being covered in snake bites and 10 venomous snakes going all out, including Buff Snake.
Oh yeah, I forgot to pull out Buff Snake.
Buff Snake. I like to think that he's like up there, kind of like on my shoulders, like around my neck, sort of.
He's got like an extra ab now.
Yeah.
Buff Snake, best snake.
Buff Snake is best snake. He's at my jugular. I trust him the most. He's gonna be there for me. Then I want to try and maneuver past these guys. Or wait, actually, before that, does the tentacle wall stop at... Is it control click?
To ping?
How do you ping?
Click hold.
Oh, I think... What the hey? I think
you gotta get back onto the cursor and
there we go. Yeah. So does the tentacle stop at this wall like it kind of looks, or does it go on beyond that?
It goes right through the stone like it's not there.
Gotcha. But is this correct? As it looks like there's a way around the tentacle, or does it just keep going on all like where I'm pinging?
I mean, yeah, you wouldn't know being down in the trenches like that.
True.
You have the idea that at some point they have to end, right? They're not infinite.
True. I want to see.
you also have protection from extra planner.
Yeah, doesn't mean I want to mess with this guy. Like,
You're pretty confident it can't affect you right now.
I mean, so I can just kind of safely push past the tentacles and try and keep running?
Currently, yeah, you're playing with hacks.
Yeah, I want to do that then.
Okay. Yeah.
Do I roll or?
Only unless you're trying to cross over a rocky area. Otherwise, you can just run off the map.
Yeah, I run off the map. I want to get as far away as possible.
Yeah, you do the woo 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 woo.
Yeah, I Zoidberg out of there covered in deadly snakes. Which how long do they last? 2 rounds per level. So for 18 minutes, I'm covered in deadly snakes.
5 deadly snakes.
I mean, the other 5 are still like bitey.
Yeah. All right, Nikolai.
I'm traveling through another dimension.
Yeah.
Well, travel implies movement. I'm in another dimension.
I am trapped in another dimension. Have you any reflections on, the futility of life, perhaps?
I mean, I'm in a very different spot than I was even 1 hour ago, let alone 24 hours ago. I think the first couple thousand millennia are spent just comprehending how radically life can change without being alive.
We are all masters of our own destiny. I chose wrong.
So
November is hitting me hard.
I think that so it's been a couple millennia, right? Like it's been a pretty long time. But eventually we get the point that we can't, we being the collective hive mind of Cthulhu, can't consume you. So eventually a voice that comes slithering into your mind that says, join us. Join us.
If you can release my temporal death sentence, I will do your work in the real world.
About 8,000 years goes by, and then
Fast response.
Speedy service from this Cthulhu.
I think it says, yes, we can break it.
Then send me
Speak
back.
yourself to me. Let me enter your mind.
I try as best as I can to let you into my steely dome.
Can he willingly?
I could them.
There's so many different ways to interpret that. It goes the way you want, or you lose yourself.
Oh.
Let me talk to my manager, please hold.
If you had one chance, one opportunity,
roll
I would go for it.
roll a D100, Josh.
Did I win? Am I losing myself in the moment?
You are. Yeah, Mike. You're trying to find something to do with him, right?
I'm sorry. What did you say?
The collective is trying to find something to do with him, right? To make him useful.
Yeah.
Okay.
We think that if he opens his mind to us, we can enter.
Sure.
Or we can attempt to.
Yeah. So you puzzle and you try and everything that's contained within, while it speaks and walks and talks like a humanoid that you should be able to manipulate, it is not. The closest thing you can do. The closest thing you can do is turn it into a form that's like a little more useful, and thrust him backward in time towards like the problems. Nikolai, you are sent back incalculably long in the form of, and now this is rules as written, a lion or a frilled lizard. So what would you think about being Christian Stone Lion at the very
A lion or a what?
frilled lizard?
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the lion all day long.
Yeah, you are now the stone lion that they found. When they arrived in the maze, you showed up trying to warn them to flee, and they took that as
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, as a threat, and then they killed you, and then Dane chopped your head off and dragged you around.
Tried to weaponize me.
Hey, I just carried you around. I never hurt you. Except for that time that we fell 110 feet out of the sky together. We were being bros.
Yeah. You still have the shards, don't you?
Yeah. I would have kept them.
All right, we'll figure out something to do with that for in a minute. All right.
I have a dead fairy too. I'm collecting corpses. If I get a dead raccoon, I can collect them all. Like.
Over my dead body.
I gotta bounce early. I gotta call my parents. I'm sorry.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, it's as good a time as any to die, get sent back in time, and become a broken lion.
I had a good experience.
Yeah.
I'll follow up with you in a minute.
All right.
All right. Bye, guys.
Hey,
All right. We soldier on to Sneakbane, who has since been converted into one of the Mind Flayer shock troops. Sneakbane, you have full prowess of your character sheet, with the exception that Mike can give you some suggestions about how you need to go ahead and use those newfound powers.
This time my new abilities. The camera have this. Well, the camera. Does someone want to read the text for the chat?
Oh. Sorry, I was just reading it and being horrified.
Yeah, this is bad.
I decide to test out my new abilities with my old equipment. I give a half smile to the camera, but the corner of my mouth nearly touches my eye sockets now. My pace is calm, yet I have very clear intent. I stalk the closest humanoid, Arliss, and throw a poison dagger with all my might. AC 5. She knows. She gets it. So you, Sneakbane, will roll versus your Thaco of 15. So you're looking for, with a +1 dagger, a 9 or higher on the d20.
Kind of sad I didn't have a nice little chat with Sneakbane before all this. Seemed cool.
He was a cool dude. I was thinking he'd have a little more time to chat.
Yeah.
Both,
I had a few words.
Yeah, both the technical follies and also the invasion of real space.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Dan, were you able to roll a d20?
Ah, I knew it.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I first thought it was AJ, but then I was like, that's Dan.
Yeah,
See, it's back.
You knew pretty quickly after he started speaking.
Yeah.
It was good to fuck with you though.
I mean, isn't that all you do?
When possible.
Lamp. Sorry, I'm just going back through chat trying to...
Alright, I'm just gonna roll a d20. And I'm not sure if it's giving him some trouble or... Okay, well... He throws the dagger with all his might, but he is... if he rolls in like the next minute, I'll let his roll stand, but otherwise... 7 is not quite enough. So Arliss, you turn around and look defiantly at this evil Cthulhu dragon, and then from up on the wooden stairs over here, a poison dagger just comes flying out of the darkness, nearly looking to end your life. What is it with the mind flayers always trying to kill you with knives?
I need those kidneys.
Yeah. 1 and 2 attacks Arliss. 3 continues after Rain. Alright, Arliss. Given that it does not have to move to chase you, it can attack with the claw, and the bite, which is not great. You have an AC of 5.
Yep.
Alright, so we are looking for Thaco of 8, 5, looking for a 3 or higher on a D20. I roll 3 times. First 2 are claws, third one's bite. Bite hurts more. Okay. So, it is 6 damage for the claw. And with the 1 claw, it brings you in and tries to bite. It cannot eat your brain because it does not hit with both claws. But it does 18 points of damage when it rips into your shoulder, and then all the hooked barbs of the tentacles lash across your back.
I am -2.
Oh. Well, it just does that little thing where it throws your body up into the air, and we're just the camera cuts away as it opens up that squid-like beak ready to swallow you whole. But we won't show the audience that yet.
At least you get to go to Snake Heaven.
That's true. Slightly better Snake Heaven, because you're, Alright, Rain.
I've been running max movement this whole time, but, there's a wall here.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Are you paying any attention to the horrors behind you, or are you, singularly focused on getting away with this?
I think I've been singularly focused at this point, assuming that Arliss is following behind me, but not 100% paying attention.
Yeah, no, I can believe that. Arliss, do you even scream when this happens, or is it over too quick?
I think it's probably too quick. There's probably a cry of pain when she gets hit by the first tentacle, but then when it bites down, it's just done.
Sure. Yeah, that's the same. With the cutaway, we just hear the one wet crunch, but we don't see anything. And
it bites into her shoulder, it catches her throat, there's some gurgling and whatnot, and then silence.
Yeah, right, it's that movie special effects thing where there's no actual way that Rain would have heard it, but as we see him running, he turns a corner, so it leaves the frame and we hear it, and his eyes just get a little bit wider, and we know what happened, but the camera doesn't need to show it because we're trying to keep the PG-13 rating.
Nice.
Alright, running full speed. Sazelt. There's not a whole lot left for you to do right now.
Oh, I got an idea.
Oh shit.
So Dan S's character is now my friend.
Yes.
And as such, is willing to be teleported.
Oh.
Can he interact with Tristan? Would I know?
Yeah, he can. Tristan, high or low?
Hi. Good things happen.
Okay.
Fuck.
Because of the dramatic and very swift change of his actions, Sneakbane is not currently evil, and therefore does not even suffer a penalty to the stabbing of you.
Lovely.
So, Mike, you gonna teleport other?
I am.
All right, go ahead and roll your d20. Oh yeah. All right, Sneakbane. Do we still have a Sneakbane, or did we lose him? Oh, there he is.
He's there.
All right, Sneakbane. Tristan, what's your AC? Nope, he's gone.
AC of 4
Okay.
at the moment because I get a bonus of 2 from being a dexterous snaky boy.
That's true. AC of 2, you said?
4.
Oh, 4.
I wish it was 2.
Yeah, okay. So that's actually... Sneakbane's looking for 10 or higher on a d20 with his +1 dagger.
Shit.
So Sneakbane, if you are able to roll, if you can hear us, I know the internet seems like it's giving you some trouble. You're rolling a d20, looking for a 10 or higher. We'll give you a second, and then otherwise, Michael, just roll.
Mother!
Seriously?
Incredible. Screw you.
Actually incredible.
I think there's like a moment, right, where he's gonna throw this dagger, and it doesn't look like, or he's gonna do this attack. It doesn't look like it's gonna hit, but like the tentacle, like comes out of his mouth and wraps around his arm and guides it to be a true strike.
Lovely.
I'll help you, my son.
Yes.
That's good. Oh, yeah. That is some cold shit.
There's the 20, of course.
Yeah, so Sneakbane, you're going to roll 2d4, and I'm going to roll your poison damage. Just kind of look up what one we ended up going with.
2d4, yeah. Yeah.
2d4 just for like the crit damage. It's going to be 2d4 plus 4, and I just got to find your poison. All right, so 9 physical.
At least 9, so I'll do -9.
Yeah. Where we hiding that? I know I just saw that a minute ago. Poison. Will you make? There's a poison saving throw, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that.
Paralyzation, poison, or death magic.
Mm-hmm.
Submit. 1 success.
Oh, okay. Well, so you're not dead instantly, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Where the hell is it? I know I just saw it a second ago. God damn it. I hate trying to find things in these old books. That's why I'm supposed to be prepared. We got melee and grenade-like weapons. That's exciting.
Ooh.
Sneakbane, roll me 2d6. Roll 2d6 if you can.
Three.
He got
Do
3.
I take 3 poison damage? Yes.
No, you take 3 to your con score.
Oh, lovely.
Mm-hmm.
So my con is now 11, which is fun.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but it doesn't kill you. Not yet.
Yep.
All right.
So I also have the following spell like powers, which I can employ around. And I'm wondering if I can use my telekinesis or levitate to fuck with the floor under Tristan and maybe slow his running, or I don't know what's under us, so maybe there's a...
Okay, so you just want to turn it into like difficult or dangerous terrain?
Yeah, I mean, if there's like, I don't know, if there's like a giant pit under us, I'll pop that open, but...
That's fine.
Sure.
At the very least, I will try to trap the two of them in combat so they can't, because I don't care what happens to Sneakbane.
Sure. Roll a d20. You're looking for a 1 to 5. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You do not open up a underground vault or anything.
Damn it.
But you can, like slow down his movement some. All right. Arliss, you have passed into Snake Heaven. It's nice. They seem very concerned right now, but, we'll deal with that later.
I boop all the cute snake's noses.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You gotta find some
Living it
happiness.
up.
All right, Dane.
All right, I need to look at second level spells, so I will be just a moment as I figure stuff out and scroll through like 20 pages. Because hold person is really useful. Here we go. Yeah, so Sneakbane is, let's see, human, demi-human, or humanoid creature, right?
Currently.
All right. I'm third level. Affects any bipedal human, demi-human, or humanoid of man size or smaller. He's a gnome at the moment, right?
Gnome,
Halfling.
Halfling, yeah.
Yeah, halfling is explicitly stated. Heck yeah. So it's it affects 1d4 people. I only want to hit Sneakbane with it.
Mm-hmm.
And since I'm only hitting one person with it, he has a 2 penalty
Yeah,
to
minus
the
2 penalty.
roll. Yeah, and it says saving throws are adjusted for wisdom. I don't know what that means. Held creatures cannot move or speak, remain aware. Can use abilities not requiring motion or speak. And just guessing.
That's good though. You're holding person.
It's 2 rounds per level, yeah. So it'll be 18 rounds if it's successful. I attempt to do that to Sneakbane, and either way, I want to continue just booking it.
Sure. Yeah, so the Illithid has reduced your speed some, but we don't have any appreciable way to make sense of that right now.
Yeah.
What saving throw does he use? Spell?
It does. I'd assume it doesn't actually say it, which is dumb. I looked. Like it. It does say saving throws are adjusted for wisdom, but saving throw neg. Is that a thing?
Yeah, if you have a really high wisdom and intelligence, sometimes you have bonuses to spells. The thing, the character sheet factors in all of that. That's
gotcha.
One of the few things the macros do, right?
Yeah, I'm going to guess that it is spell, but it is super.
Yeah. You said it was a second level?
The spell is second level.
Yeah, hold on, I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah, second level hold person.
Jesus Christ. Hold person, saving throw, negative or negligible, and then effect gets a saving throw.
Wait, okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna go with spell. I don't see it specify anything different. So Sneakbane,
cool,
if you click
good.
into your character sheet, the bottom one, basically it's an 11.
All right. And there's the penalty of 2.
Okay, so that's counteracted by his natural halfling abilities. So he's just rolling with a straight d20, looking for an 11 or higher, I think, with the saving throws.
I think it's or higher because the lower the number, the better.
Yeah, so an 11 or higher.
Yes.
Oh. All right. Here's the part where it's going to get real interesting. What happened next? Yeah, mulligan.
Crap.
I'll roll one last die to try again. Yeah, so Sneakbane stiffens up like a board, just creepily smiling, looking every which direction. And once again, this insidious snake human has foiled you, Says it. Says out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not happy.
And I keep a running.
All right. Nikolai.
Muscular snake on the jugular.
Nikolai has moved on to the next world. Sneakbane. You are petrified. You're petrified for the next 2 rounds.
It's only 2?
Or no, you said it was longer, but
It's 2 per my level, so 18.
Okay.
Oh, that was scary.
There's a brief moment of communication, where you have to make a decision. When Dan and I were discussing and making his character, we went back and forth on a couple things. So Dan, are you truly Sneakbane, or are you just a Sneakbane imposter?
Please be an imposter. I can't live if he's not an imposter. Oh,
Okay.
thank God.
Okay. Because if you were actually Sneakbane, Sneakbane has a breath weapon, which he could use without moving. He could just exhale. But if he's not Sneakbane, he doesn't actually have a breath weapon.
Thank God.
All right. Then he's trapped. You have a grappling hook. That's cool, but it doesn't help. Mindbreak Dragon. It eats Arliss because such is life. One retreats back to its homeworld. 2 flies off to continue hunting. 3 is subservient to the will of Salzet. Okay.
Yes.
The dragon is retreating for now. This portal isn't going to close on its own, but the dragon is pretty happy with its delicious morsel. Alright, Rain.
I'm making my way downtown, and I'm running fast.
Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with like what happens when you get yourself lost in this maze. Because
Yes.
you're not making intelligent decisions, but that is going to be a problem for next session. Alright, Mike, this is it. If you can come up with something creative to stop the Snake Priest, you have a chance here. Otherwise, I think he's getting away.
So he's running full bore?
You've slowed him down, definitely, but he also stopped your agent of this world from being able to affect him. He not petrified, but he, held person.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything I can do to snap him out of hold person?
That's an interesting question. I don't actually know.
Because the other thing I will do is willingly tell body in front of Tristan's character to try to trip him.
Wait, teleport his body in front of me?
Yeah, just like...
Just throw him.
Yeah, just basically hurl him at you.
There's like a really beautiful, like, Salzit walks up, lifts the hand of Sneakbane with the dagger out, and then teleports him in front of you so Tristan runs into it.
Yeah, I don't know what's better thematically, but it's either just hurl him telekinetically like a spear.
I'm guessing you teleport him because I don't know how hold person. Because it's like he's being held in place magically, so I'm guessing other magic could move him, but he'd still basically be a statue and held in that place.
He can't move himself. It disconnects all the nerves.
Okay. Oh, that's what
it's not like because if you did it in the air, he would still fall.
Okay, gotcha. So it basically just turns him into a statue.
Yeah. Someday I'll tell you the story of the relative immovable rod, but it will not be this night. Okay, Mike, I love this. Roll your teleport, and then if it succeeds, you or Dan can roll basically just an improvised ranged attack. Okay, so the teleport works. It does not fail.
Yes.
You're dancing around it failing, but it hasn't failed you yet. Between you and Dan, someone has to roll a ranged attack with Sneakbane's Thaco, just without the +1. Okay.
Yes.
And I still have...
You have a 4?
Yep.
Okay, Sneakbane's still not evil. He's looking for an 11 or higher on a d20.
Fail.
Come on, boy.
Fail.
Oh my god.
Yeah, d20.
D20.
D20 looking for an 11 or higher.
Oh no, I technically have the odds, but...
Oh no.
Sounds like it's
I
a
can't...
fucking crit machine. Oh man, it's so
And I'm guessing
good.
I can't run Dex to avoid it or anything.
No,
shit.
he took the whole body of the halfling and hurled it at you. He did the portal thing where he shot high and low, let it build up to like terminal velocity and then launched it directly at you.
I'd like to point out the only 2 crits I've seen in this entire today have been against me.
Ah, that's not true. Squid got one too.
Oh, Squid got a crit? Okay,
yeah, it took
cool.
her like 16
there.
rolls, but she got one.
Okay, true. I feel better now.
All right, go ahead and roll 2d4 plus 4, and then Tristan roll another saving throw versus poison. And how much con do you have left?
9, I think. This
Okay.
is 11 still. Sorry.
So
That's
good.
roll.
I'm so happy.
Roll.
I can't believe that word.
I succeed my
Okay.
check. 8.
All right, so 12 points of damage.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
12?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't see that.
Yeah, he had-
Yeah, I didn't see that it included the 4.
Yeah, I was like, how did he get another +4?
Is
This
that
is-
enough?
Stupid.
No, Tristan's got
I'm
some
at
HP.
30 still.
Yeah.
I'm at 30.
And then 1d6.
Poison.
Yeah, for the poison.
That is bothersome. Two frickin' crits.
Yeah, it's been so good.
Roll a
Yeah.
d6.
Yeah, just rolling a d6.
Jerk. You need to do the slash first.
Nice. All
Another
right, 2
2.
more.
Damn it.
I mean, unless Tristan fails, he's gonna just keep nickeling and diming. Like you
Yeah.
can see the poison coursing through his veins. Like all of them have turned black and they're like sticking out along the sides of his snake neck. But
Yeah. Oh, wait, is it that my con goes down by 2?
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
but he
cool.
has to do 9 more damage to it before it matters. Because
Yeah.
it can lower it, but it won't do anything
Yeah.
until it's gone.
Con's at 9, so...
Yeah. All right.
Also,
Arliss-
how far... Oh.
What's up?
How far away am I from frickin' Cthulhu Man that he's still able to hit me with this? Holy crap.
His teleport range is infinite.
Oh yeah, true.
He basically has one more shot at dropping you before you've just ran too far for the immediate, right? Like not to say
Gotcha.
he can't keep after you, but the con
Yeah.
will have ended for a second.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think if you slip any farther away, like he's got some work to do to establish this portal, make sure it locks in correctly. So he probably is like, eh.
Right. They'll spread my message.
Well,
All right, so
yes.
Dane, you are up again. You're doing the running thing. You doing anything else?
So with his lock on, I know he uses my mind. Would impairing his vision make it more difficult for him to magically teleport a halfling with a dagger in front of me?
Yeah, I imagine it would be slightly harder.
All right, so as I'm running, I am super glad I picked the spells I did, because Obscurement, which is a 2nd level spell, so let me
Nice.
snag that. Boom, boom. So I cast Obscurement, which goes some really high distance.
Mhm.
It's
Is it like rolling
Obscurement.
rain clouds that vanish, or do you like literally
It's
disappear?
the spell causes a misty vapor to arise around the caster. It persists in this locale for 4 rounds per caster level, and reduces the visibility of ranges of all types of vision, including infravision, to 2d4. So I kind of channel it back behind me,
Nice. Yeah.
and it will wind up filling up to a 90 by 90 foot area. It goes up to 10 feet tall, and the cloud will otherwise expand to fill confined spaces. So just the maze behind me for like 90 square feet is just filled with this misty vapor.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, you're like, good luck finding me.
Yeah, and it's just like, but I do it just like, so I'm on like the far side of it, but there is a good distance of vapor.
Yeah.
Sneakabane's currently in the middle of it. He's on like the far side of it probably. I've been running for a good couple rounds.
Is that you exhale like just the gas and it takes up the area, or do you like spit acid that melts the stone that fills up the...
So I like to think that he kind of like channels this. And like as he's running, you sort of see this almost steam kind of just like pour off of him and leave this trail. And as it pours off of him, it just kind of billows and grows and fills up the area and starts drifting back like a fog bank rolling in.
Nice. All right, cool.
And then I keep running like a maniac.
All right. Sneakbane, you're just still like hanging there with your wheezy laugh, right? Just like an impossibly large, like Joker-esque smile filling your face. Your arm stretched out from being telekinetically thrown dagger first at this snake man. The dragon is in its own world. Rain, I imagine that there is not much care. You're just looking to get away.
Yep, just a going.
Okay. Yeah, I mean you have cleared, more than 1,000 feet at this point away from your situation, making several twists and turns, and probably even passing some other things in the maze, and just moving so fast. You're like a Dark Souls speed runner. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, just rolling.
All right, Salzit, you will end this session. What is it you do?
Yeah, so I think, and Dan, you served me well, so I apologize for this, but I think there's so you're willingly teleported back into this. So like, I take a second, I survey the scene, right? I go, okay, they've gotten away. Gotta establish our foothold here. So I take the vessel I've collected, which is the illusion of Sneakbane, and you're teleported into this pitch dark room. No one can see anything, right? Like, camera's just pitch black, and you hear this like warm squishing sound as tentacles wrap themselves around you. And then there's this eerie red light that isn't like in the real world. It's pitch black in here, right? But for the sake of the camera, and you just see thousands of different creatures like wrapped in these tentacles, and it just pulls out farther and farther, and it's just these little pods of different creatures we've captured and are incubating. And there's a voice that like echoes out over the mass legions that says, a new world has been found, more light to consume, soon, and then it just like keeps expanding farther and farther.
That's so good.
And that's yeah. That's
right.
What's up, guys.
We
Thanks for letting me play.
Yeah, thanks for coming in and killing half the party.
I feel like I did pretty well for my first session on here. It just seemed too hard.
Yeah, when I'm a super powered telekinetic psionic mind flayer.
Oh, this game is easy. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you guys keep talking about dying on this game. It's fine with me.
I mean, you were, however, witted by one snaky boy.
I was outwitted by the snakiest of boys.
Snake.
I know. I gotta give it up to Riley too. I spent all day talking about how I was gonna kill him. He fucking ran. He got out of there. He made that shit happen. He's like, "Fuck you! I'm not rolling a new character."
That's right.
Yeah.
There is a certain character I really want to play again. So buy it.
This
I want
one?
to hold him tight. My best friend, my fellow human.
Oh, you want to bring back a lie?
Oh my god, I want him so bad.
If you guys had like stayed and fought, I almost thought about bringing a lie in as an NPC who was like, "You can't have this one. We already have a foothold here," and like having two warring factions of the Illithid. But when everyone was like, "We gotta go," I was like, we'll bring it back later. All right. Shit, yeah, that was awesome. That was a really good Game 10 shakeup, so hopefully everyone had a good time with it. And look at that. You guys improved your survival rate by 50% this time.
By not fighting.
Yeah, I'll have to like regale you with some of the other tales of the Game 10 shakeups because they always start with a bang and they usually don't go well. Usually they start with, here's an NPC you love and care about. He's dead, and this is why. One time we introduced a plague. One time we went to the future 200 years. Another time half the party betrayed everyone. It's pretty good.
Ugh.
Well, all right. That is going to do it for us tonight. Electric Dice Podcast, AD&D, Tomoto Islands. Session 20 has come to a close. Title, Ihbar.
Where's my I survived the Game 10 shakeup and all I got was this lousy t-shirt?
They're coming real soon. You just
Nice.
tell Salzit where you live and he'll come find you.
Nah, fam, I'm good.
Yeah, all right. Well, that's it. Thanks, everybody. We will see you in 2 weeks and a day.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right, bye.
That was an adventure.